Hello and welcome to the U.S. Inland Navigation Rules video for Rule 21. Rule 21 covers all of the definitions for the lights and shapes section. Now these are covered extensively in the final exam, so it's really important that you fully understand what all of these lights represent when you're navigating in restricted visibility and for your final exam. Now let's go ahead and jump right in and break down every one of these rules with the same diagrams and illustrations to make sure that you fully understand them. Rule 21A states that a masthead light means a white light placed over the fore and aft center line of the vessel, showing an unbroken light over an arc of the horizon of 225 degrees and so fixed as to show the light from right ahead to 22.5 degrees abaft the beam on either side of the vessel. All right, let's look at this diagram of a small boat to illustrate where the masthead light would be. The masthead light is a white light that should be placed in the center line of the vessel. The rule requires this light to be seen for 225 degrees with an unblocked light across the horizon. Then it also requires the light showing at 22.5 degrees abaft the beam on each side of the vessel. The area of 22.5 degrees is represented right here in this area below the yellow line. Rule 21B states that side lights means a green light on the starboard side and a red light on the port side, each showing an unbroken light over an arc of the horizon of 112.5 degrees, and so fixed as to show the light from right ahead to 22.5 degrees abaft the beam on its respective side. In a vessel of less than 20 meters in length, the side lights may be combined into one lantern carried on the fore and aft center line of the vessel, except that on a vessel of less than 12 meters in length, the side lights, when combined in one lantern, shall be placed as nearly as practicable to the fore and aft center line of the vessel. Let's go ahead and review this in these diagrams to illustrate what the rule is stating. Side lights are a green light on the starboard side and a red light on the port side. Now let's look at the light degree requirements in this diagram. Each side light needs to show an unbroken light of 112.5 degrees, and they both have to be placed on the vessel to show 22.5 degrees abaft the vessel. The 22.5 degree abaft the vessel is represented in this area right here below the yellow line. Then the rule states that on vessels less than 20 meters, the side lights can be combined into one lantern like the one shown here. Rule 21C states that a stern light means a white light placed as nearly as practicable at the stern, showing an unbroken light over an arc of the horizon of 135 degrees and so fixed as to show the light 67.5 degrees from right aft on each side of the vessel. Let's review it in this diagram to give you a visual of what the rule is stating. The stern light has an arc of visibility of 135 degrees. This light also has to be visible from 67.5 degrees right aft on each side of the vessel. This means that you could see it for 67.5 degrees as shown here on either side of the yellow line. Rule 21D states that a towing light means a yellow light having the same characteristics as the stern light defined in paragraph C of this rule. The towing light has the exact characteristics as the stern light, and this is because the towing light is placed right above the stern light. So the towing light has an arc of visibility of 135 degrees, and it also needs to be seen at 67.5 degrees as shown here divided by the white line. Rule 21E states that an all-round light means a light showing an unbroken light over an arc of the horizon of 360 degrees. Now this is an easy one because the name all-round light alerts you that the light has an arc of visibility of 360 degrees. The idea behind this light is that you can see the light in a full 360 degrees around the vessel. Rule 21F states that a flashing light means a light flashing at regular intervals of a frequency of 120 flashes or more per minute. Now this one's pretty self-explanatory because the name alerts you that the light is flashing. The important call out to remember for your test is that the light flashes at a frequency of 120 flashes or more per minute. Rule 21G states that a special flashing light means a yellow light flashing at regular intervals at a frequency of 50 to 70 flashes per minute, placed as far forward and nearly as practicable to the fore and aft center line of the tow, and showing an unbroken light over an arc of the horizon of not less than 180 degrees, but not more than 225 degrees, and fixed as to show the light from right ahead to a beam no more than 22.5 degrees abaft the beam on either side of the vessel. Now this one sounds tricky, but it's not that confusing once you break it down. The first call out is that the light is on a vessel being towed. The light needs to be placed on the center line of the vessel being towed, and it alerts other vessels that that vessel is in tow. Now let's review the light characteristics so you understand them. The light has to have an arc of visibility of not less than 180 degrees, as shown here by the yellow line, but it also must not have more than 225 degrees, as represented here by the yellow line. Then the light needs to have visibility of no more than 22.5 degrees abaft the beam, as represented here by the yellow line. Now this rule is not in the international rules and is specific only to the US inland rules, so make a note of that for your final exam. Congratulations on completing the Rule 21 video. Now all of the light requirements and their arc of visibility become very confusing when you're taking a final exam if you don't fully understand them. So go over your notes, study them well, make sure you fully understand it, and when you're ready, I'll be waiting for you in the next lesson.